Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Tesla up 6%. Amazing. We are now up 50% since we bought the bottom on Tesla at 140, at 141. Congratulations, all of you. 50% on Tesla. And if you remember, I said that Tesla was a stock that you could put you could put $1,000 in. You would now have 1,500 2 months later since I bought it. You could put $1 million in. You now have 1.5 million later, 2 months later after we bought it. Someone could put $10 billion into Tesla. That's the power of these stocks, about stocks. 10 billion into Tesla, you would now have 15 billion. Someone could put in 100 billion. No, I think it would affect the price too much. But they could slowly buy up 100 billion, but it would affect the price. But anything under, like say, under 50 billion, someone could put in $50 billion into Tesla 2 months ago, now had $75 billion. And again, $1,000 would also now be $1,500. $10,000 would be $15,000. $100,000 would be $150,000. $1 million would be 1.5 million. Congratulations, in 2 months. And this was a Tesla. This was a generational bottom buy, I'm pretty sure. Maybe a double bottom bounces at 141, but I don't think so, unless the car sales drop off now. So today, sorry, I just woke up, so my hair is messy. Today, the market. Tesla's going to announce before the market open their deliveries for Q2. If the deliveries turn out to be amazing and they deliver more than 400,000 cars, then Tesla's going to pump anything under 400,000 cars, expect a dump and a racing of this 6%. But it went up 6% for a reason. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin and Tesla. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into technicals. Market quite flat. It already reset. Bitcoin 62,795. We're getting that bounce back off this 1 year trend line, exactly as I talked about and predicted. We pulled back to this 1 year trend line and bounced off exactly off 58k, exactly where I said we would. And you can see here that then stochastic is turning up on the daily. Let's look on the weekly. On the weekly, stochastic turning up. Crypto Guru Bot still a blue buy. You get it in the master course. It was fired a blue buy in 2022. Still a blue buy now. Stochastic turning up. Let's go closer onto the daily. Bouncing off this yellow 1 year trend line. This goes back to September of last year. We entered this trend line, October 2023. And you can see my Elliott wave count on Bitcoin. This is the second Elliott wave count we did off the bottom. First impulse wave, first to second corrective wave, first impulse to second corrective, second to third largest of the impulse waves, 3 to 4th corrective, 4th to 5th final impulse wave, and now we're in ABC correction. And this was the second Elliott wave count. If you remember, from 16k we had the first Elliott wave count. Now we've had A correction, B bounce. Now it depends how far this C correction goes. I do not think we break the yellow trend line, this 1 year trend line. It's too strong. So I think this was the B wave bounce. Now we have C wave correction. So I think the last time you can get you can never say that about Bitcoin, but a big support on Bitcoin is now at 60,000 is here. And this might be the final corrective wave on this trend line before a new Elliott wave count starts. But we don't know how far, the information we don't know yet is how far B goes, how far the B bounce goes, and how deep the C wave correction is, which I don't think comes below the yellow trend line. Let's go closer. I showed you that 2 days ago, I showed this potential bullish signal, a rising wedge. Builds pressure and breaks out the base of the wedge, which would be this distance here, with the target of 66,700. But we are at heavy resistance now. However, that could be the B bounce, and then the C wave is just back to, I think that's what's going to play out, to be honest. I think that was the A wave correction. This was the B wave bounce, and I think it continues. Maybe we stop here. Let's see how deep the resistance is here that is trying to break through. Oh yeah, heavy resistance here. Okay, here is heavy resistance, 64. But according to that rising wedge breakout, ascending triangle, according to this ascending triangle, which I predicted before the pump, this should be targeting 66. But again, remember, if this was the B wave bounce and it finished, then we have the final corrective wave, C. How deep that goes is unknown. maybe to the 1 year trend line, maybe to the 58k super support double bottom bounce. That's what we would want for a double bottom, to be honest. And now I see something bigger on the longer term time frame. Look at Bitcoin on the longer term. On the daily, look what it's building. Massive. Holy shit, everyone. This is a huge rising triangle. The way these work, exactly as I showed you on that smaller time frame. This is a massive pattern for Bitcoin. This is on the smaller time frame. You see on that 1 hour time frame, and that we predicted the breakout with builds pressure, and breaks out the base of the triangle. And now we zoom on to the daily, and you see the bigger one. You see it? Same pattern that we saw down here, this small tiny one. It's the same pattern that you're seeing here forming on Bitcoin. Everyone see it? This one. It's an ascending triangle. Ascending triangle is forming on Bitcoin with the 1 year trend line and the 72k resistance. Builds pressure, and breaks out 70% of the move. So August 2024, and it breaks out to the base of the triangle. So there might be a massive breakout for Bitcoin about to occur, everyone. The base of the triangle will be the target. If this is the bottom, if Bitcoin bottomed out here. Oh, wait. If this plays out, like I'm saying, and if you've been following my videos for 4 years, if you sold the top with me in November 2021, if you bought the bottom with me, you know how accurate my TA is. $100,000 target for Bitcoin, everyone. $100,000 target. And 115,000 was from a previous pattern of the big cup and handle. $102,000 target for Bitcoin. If we manage to hold this C wave corrective, maybe we come back down again onto that yellow trend line, but it's forming this huge rising triangle. And I'm gonna draw this in because this pattern has been forming for a long time. It's a symmetrical, actually. It's a symmetrical triangle. But with the 1 year trend line, but it almost looks like a rising triangle. It could be considered both, actually. It's more a rising triangle. I want to try and, I showed you this pattern on the smaller one with the drawings as well. Let's see if I have it over here. No, I didn't keep that drawing. But rising triangle, I'll pull it up. So this is what I'm talking about, everyone. It's called a ascending triangle. So ascending triangle and rising wedge. Wedge is different. So it's ascending triangle. This is ascending triangle, and see how it buy stop there on the breakout, and it breaks out the base of the triangle. So the base of the distance, maximum height of the triangle is the target. Right? That's an ascending triangle. Ascending triangle, right? And now we saw that on Bitcoin. When you zoom in on the hourly, you can see that ascending triangle here, right? Ascending triangle. Ascending triangle. You see? Now when you zoom on to the daily on Bitcoin, what I've just discovered now, it's more a symmetrical one, this one a little bit, but still almost the same. And again, if this breaks out, the base of this ascending triangle will break out 70% of the move. Or actually, it shows that ascending triangle breaks out at the end. But it's usually 70% of the move. So we'll target, but towards the end of the triangle, it seems. The target for Bitcoin, again, is this 100,000. 100,000 will be a massive psychological resistance. 100,000. You see it? Everyone see it? Beautiful. So catching the long of 58k was pretty smart. Now we could get a double bottom here on this final C wave correction. So 60k is where I'd add to more trades here before this could potentially play out like I'm saying with a 100k target. So 60k. So over on Bybit, I've got 571k in this account. I made this trade from 150k. I've also been spending from this account a lot. You can see I spend from the card. You can see here, I spend from the card, from this account. It's connected to a debit card, so you can just spend your crypto. Where's my card here? Card. I can just search. Card. You can spend your crypto directly. So you can see I've got cash back 498 USDT, and I've spent, how much did I spend? I've spent daily card spent, not monthly. I spent, oh, I haven't been spent. Withdrawal, I haven't spent any. New month. So yearly, I haven't withdrawn. Yearly, I've spent 13,000 euro this year from this card, and it's directly connected to my Bybit, which is up today, or now down 4,000 actually today. My Bybit down 4,000. My Bitcoin trade up 1,400, and I've got buy orders at 60,639, and this target 60,118. Let's make it 60,200. And if this could be the last. This could be the last drop, but I had I put one Bitcoin here, 60,200. I've got two Bitcoin at 58k. If it pulls back to that trend line, now the trend line is 60k. It's not 58k anymore. This 1 year trend line on Bitcoin. And again, everyone's seeing this triangle, sending triangle. See, I just noticed the patterns. That's what I do. That's what technical analysis is, seeing all the patterns and seeing all the indicators. Stochastic heading up, volume is okay. I wouldn't say it's super strong right now. We're in this final C wave correction. Then we could have the first impulse wave. So possibly the bottom for Bitcoin, and that would be the last big. Look at Tesla, up 206% yesterday, everyone. Tesla was up 6%. Since we bought it 3 months ago, we're already up. I bought it at 141, 20%, but it's not correct. When I bought it at 141, we are now up here. You can see 141 to now we're sitting at 200. It hit 213 yesterday. It was up 51%. This morning we're sitting up 49% since we bought Tesla on the bottom. And now the Tesla patterns. Now the Tesla patterns. So first one, what can my students see here? Tell me, you comment down below what you see here. Before, pause the video and comment what first pattern you see here. Okay, now 3, 2, 1, I'm going to give you the answer. Inverse head and shoulders. Inverse head and shoulders. Bullish pattern. This is a normal head shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder, drop. The base of the head. That's a normal head and shoulders. This is an inverse head and shoulders. Inverse shoulder, head, shoulder breaks out the base of the head. So breakout pattern for Tesla. Next pattern. Okay, giving you 10 seconds. What does everyone see? 5 seconds. 5. Comment down below for the next answer. So 3 answers. 2. So first answer was inverse head and shoulders. Comment down below. I'm going to pick one winner tomorrow for $100 USDT. Inverse head and shoulders. Second pattern. 2. Descending wedge. Builds pressure, and breaks out 70% of the move. Usually coming back to before the formation of the descending wedge. Target 288. That's the second pattern. Now 3 pattern, answer in the comments. Third pattern, what does everyone see? Final pattern on the weekly charts. The third answer is symmetrical triangle on this massive trend line that goes back to 2000. This trend line, the yellow one, goes back to 2019. It's a symmetrical triangle. Builds pressure, and breaks out 70% of the move, which is where we're going right now. If you see it, target the base of the triangle from the breakout, 578 for Tesla. Congratulations. But everyone, again, since we bought the bottom 2 months ago, since I tweeted about it, we are now up 49% from 141. This was my tweet. You can see here, James Crypto Guru. You can follow me here. I have 85,700 followers. And God provides the wind, men must raise the sails. God provides the wind, man must raise the sails. And you can see here, Magicraft gameplay, check it out. MCRT, check out MCRT, everyone. And do your own due diligence. I'm a seed investor in a lot of these companies. Tesla 3.6, it was up 6% yesterday. And this was my tweet on the 22nd of April. So 3 months ago. Adding more tests into Tesla here. Next support 101. Disclaimer, not financial advice, that I was adding more into Tesla. And those buys were I bought at 141. So when I made that post, adding more into Tesla here, and I had more buys at 101, but we didn't even come down to 101. Buying more here and at 142 main trend line, and you saw that's where I was buying, adding more into Tesla here, and I margined. I went very heavy long on Tesla, which is beautiful. That's my updates, everyone. Congratulations. That's those patterns that I wanted to show you. And you can see some of my students. My portfolio just hit $1 million today because of James taking his master course. Is a must, made over 1 million in the past 5 months. These you can just see comments from people. Bought your course a few months ago, took profits and bought a new Harley Davidson. I'm in the process of buying $2 million house. I'm buying a villa in Punta Cana, made $500,000. I'm $20,000 in profits this year. Amazing. Everyone recommend buying his course. Thank you, everyone. And you can just see, comment all these people and their gains and my students' gains. And congratulations, everyone. All the links to everything are... all the links are everything is down below underneath the video. Go down below the exchanges, Bybit, you get that bonus if you sign up, and you can jamescryptoguru.com to join the Telegram, join the conversation with everyone, join us in all the links and the courses, and learn all this. If you're skeptical, watch my videos for free here on YouTube. Congratulations everyone on Tesla. Anyone who made a lot of, I made a poll on my video and 40% of you are millionaire plus. And I know some people are 9 figures, 10 figures in my audience, like huge whales. But 9 figures is 100 million. So I had some private, you can, on James Crypto Guru, you can book private one-on-ones. And I had some 9-figure clients talking with some 9-figure people. And what I would recommend now is anyone who made money on Tesla, 6%. For me, I massive margined and I had a large position. Anyone who made, so 6%, for example, if you put $1 million, you made $60,000 yesterday. If you put $100,000, you made $6,000 yesterday. If you put $10 million, you made $600,000 yesterday. If you put $100 million, you made 6%, $6 million yesterday. If you put $1 billion, you made 60 million yesterday. And maybe people are laughing, haha, people don't have that money. Go onto my Twitter, check the audience. 40% of you are millionaire pluses. We had bigger percentage of you are millionaires than not millionaires, which is beautiful. If you've been following me for 4 years, you should be. If you're not, keep studying, take the courses. If you're new, learn. And what I want to say is support the people around you. Do a little bit of charity today. You should be giving away 10% of what you make per day directly around you in charity and to charities. It will help the world a lot. Thank you for watching, everyone. And my hair and my beard, I realized, is a self-defense mechanism for dickheads. So dickheads see me and they go, oh, look at this homeless guy who's not shaven, and they throw away my information. Kind people see me, see my accounts, maybe curious and start to learn, and they become multimillionaires and rich and billionaires and the new foundation of the world and the new leaders of the world, with the goal of helping the world, being good to people, being kind to people, using your abundance to help people around you, provide jobs, build things, help people, do charity, help people immediately around you. For example, if a young kid, you see them buying ice cream and they don't have enough cash, buy it for them. If you see an old lady just sitting there and she looks hungry, or she looks like she's got nothing to do, sit and talk with her, buy her lunch. If you see someone that's sick and they ask you for help, give them money. If a friend comes to you and says they're looking, but I usually try to give my charity to old people, old ladies especially. I always give massive charity to old ladies, young people, and disabled people. When you give charity to young men, or like men that are in their like 20s to 50s, you actually harm them if you give them money, in my opinion. Unless they're disabled or really sick, you actually cause them harm. It's better that you teach them, you help them get a job, you help them start to set up their life. It's much better. Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Have an amazing day. Congratulations on Tesla, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.